If you're afraid of love, afraid of being hurt, abandoned, and cheated on, then this video is for you. Let me start off by saying that God has not called us to live in fear, especially not fear of love. Love and fear cannot live in the same space. In the Bible, it says, there is no fear in love, but perfect love drives out fear. And this comes from 1 John 4:18. Love is not what broke you. People misuse love, and that is what hurt you. But real love, God's love, it frees you and makes you whole. You don't have to be afraid of love because God is in control. And because He's in control of who opens their heart to you. The one He has for you will deeply love you, not because you're perfect, but because God sent them. You won't have to hide your flaws. You won't have to shrink yourself to fit what they like or even perform for their approval. It is God's way of showing His love through that person. So it's from Him. Everything that you think that disqualifies you is only loud in your mind. The person God has for you has not come to diminish you. They have come to pour into you, to add and not to subtract, to cover and not to expose, to remind you of your worth and not make you question it. If someone rejects you, hear me out. That's not punishment, that is protection. Just like God opens hearts, He also closes them as well, but it's to preserve you. Before you can truly receive love, you must learn to love yourself. In the Bible, it says, love your neighbor as yourself, and this comes from Mark 12:31. But we skip that part that says, as yourself. You can't pour from an empty soul. Loving yourself isn't just daily affirmations. It is learning who you really are. And that starts with knowing the one who made you. Because when you know God, you know His heart. And when you know His heart, you see yourself through His eyes. You see your beauty in His image and not in the world's broken standard. You see your worth in His sacrifice. That is why it is vital to discover who you are before this world tries to tell you who you are. Think about it. When you really like someone, you want to know everything about them. So have that same energy for yourself. Aren't you worth that? So loving yourself also means giving yourself grace and allowing yourself to make mistakes. Allow yourself to flow like water. It's in the quirky, unfiltered moments that we discover who we really are, not in the moments where we're trying to be perfect. Because unfortunately, we were never meant to be perfect. We were made to be unperfect. When you truly love yourself, you become the love you've been waiting for. And when you have that kind of self-love, you respect yourself enough not to be treated any kind of way. You stop settling for breadcrumbs, calling it love. Because real love, God's kind of love, it won't confuse you, but it will bring you peace. In the Bible, it says, for God is not an author of confusion, but of peace. This comes from 1 Corinthians 14:33. And if it doesn't look like that type of love, then don't be afraid of walking away because you're not losing love. You're making space for it. And let me end by saying this. Don't give up on love. Because if you give up on love, you're giving up on the nature of God. God is not done with your story. This isn't just about romance. It's about friendship, family, and loving yourself. You are worth love right now. Not when you have the perfect body, when you have the perfect income, not when you're fully healed, but now. Because real love, it sees past the surface. It sees the soul. And you, my friend, are enough. Don't just receive it, but also be it to others. God bless.